Okay, 7 o'clock, we'll go ahead and call the council meeting in order. Roll call.
Peterson?
Here.
Nekoosa?
Here.
Smansky?
Here.
Wyatt?
Here.
Schultz?
Here.
Wenzel? Here. Hamilton?
Here.
Boone?
Here. Okay, first on the agenda is approval of last month's minutes.
So move.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the December minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is the treasurer's report.
So moved.
Second. Motion and a second to approve the treasurer's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is citizens forum. You guys? Yeah. You guys? Yeah. Going into committee reports. First is Ways and Means.
Ways and Means has one meeting to report on. I move to accept the minutes as read.
Second. There's a motion and a second to approve the Ways and Means minutes as read. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, Ways and Means meeting was held on Tuesday, the 10th of January, 2017 at 6:15 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Emmett Peterson, Chairperson, Robert Schultz, Secretary, August Woyak, Garrett Kuhn. Also in attendance was Rick Witt, DPW, Sean Woods, Police Chief, and Al Marco, Mayor. Number one, we audited the bill lists. Number two, we okayed applications for beverage operators licenses for Dave Reinschmidt, Dustin Moody, and James Roll for the Nekoosa Fire Department. We okayed an application for temporary Class D retail license for Nekoosa Fire Department. Number three, we approved the Shank SC budget resolution. Number four, we approved the MSA professional services agreement for CDBG RLF housing program. Number five, we approved safety awards. Number six, we recommend paying Chamber of Commerce membership dues of $375 plus $50 for business and educational partnership. And any questions? Move to adopt items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve items 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the Ways and Means meeting. Roll call.
Nekoosa?
Yes.
Wenzel? Yes. Hamilton?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Boone?
Yes.
Smansky?
Yes.
Next is Public Works.
Public Works has one meeting to report on. I move to have minutes accepted as read.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the Public Works minutes as read. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
To the Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, Public Works meeting was held on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017 at 4 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Larry Krupsack, Terry Szymanski, Garrett Kuhn, and Robert Schultz. Also in attendance were August Woyak and Alan Schmidt from the DPW. Item 1, recommend one-time water sewer credit for Shauna Brost of $379.20. Item 2, discuss building inspection services. Item 3, discuss snow removal locations. Item 4, discuss 2017 water main project. Item 5, discuss update on city record plans and the purchase of $200 worth of cabinets. There's no questions. Move to adopt item 1.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve item 1 of the Public Works Committee report. Roll call.
Szymanski?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Nekoosa?
Yes.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Boone?
Yes.
Wenzel? Yes.
Next is Property, Recreation, and Human Affairs.
Property, Recreation, and Human Affairs had one meeting this month. Make a motion to accept the minutes as printed.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve the Property, Recreation, and Human Affairs minutes as printed. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Honorable Mayor and members of the Nekoosa Common Council, Property, Recreation Affairs meeting was held on Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017 at 6 p.m. in the Nekoosa Council chambers. Members present were Robert Wenzel, Chairperson, August Woyak, Secretary, and Garrett Kuhn. Also in attendance were Mayor Al Marco, Public Works Director Alan Schmidt. Should be Rich. Number 1, discuss Christmas in the park. The public are very happy with displays. We received lots of good comments. Number 2, discuss electrical services in the park for 2017. Number 3, discuss ice skating rink. Ashley Engel and Allison Stratton were hired to run the ice skating rink. Number 4, discuss comprehensive park out and open-space plan. Number 5, discuss cemetery, and committee's also checking into different building specs. Any questions? There's no action.
Just a couple of comments under the Christmas in the Park. I'd like to basically thank Krista Kuhn for the work that she put into that, started it. I mean, she got the idea from Madison and approached us about a year ago and wanted to do it, and ran with it, and is still running with it. I mean, she's looking at expanding it considerably this year, so I think she did a heck of a job with it, and so I'd like to thank her for that. And also, we had a little apprehension when we put this down there because of some of the last incidents a few years ago when we tried this, putting some displays down there, and it wasn't long after they were put up, a couple of them ended up missing. I think the public did a nice job keeping everything intact, and I think as it gets better, hopefully more people will keep an eye on it, and so we won't run into any problems again like we had, so.
Should probably thank Public Works for all the work they did.
Yep, they did a lot.
Everybody that did, it
Yep.
was just phenomenal.
Yep.
It was very nice. Guys did a great job. Who all was involved.
Anybody have anything else? Okay, going into old business, anybody have anything? New business, first thing is Mike, the new firefighter.
Yeah, we have a firefighter, Hunter Cabell. He lives out on Creamery Road. He works at our Cranberry Marsh. And he was on the Fenimore Fire Department for 8 months before taking a job here. So he has a little bit of experience, no schooling, but he had some experience with them. So the body approved him in our meeting, so we're looking for approval from you guys tonight to put him on.
Need a motion?
Yeah.
So. Second.
There's a motion and a second to approve, what's his name?
Hunter Cabell.
As a new firefighter for the city of Nekoosa.
Joe. Right.
I'll just get it.
Look at the red spelling on there.
That's what I was gonna.
Okay.
Got a motion and a second to approve that, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The other thing, Sean gave me this, I don't care if you saw that or not. They've got a audiovisual recording system in the interview room that's used for when they bring this individual in to be interviewed. And it has died, finally. Request for a replacement cost of $3,280 for the software, digital camera, switch for the camera and installation. And what was, I just glanced through it quick, Infotech's.
He's got a server that they had purchased for a different client, and it was undersized, and it was paid for apparently, and sitting on the shelf and being unused. So he's donated it
Okay.
to this project, and it'll be ample for what we need it for. So
Okay.
I'd like to thank them for that.
So,
We could do 3,500 just in case we run into
okay.
any snags. So.
So moved. Second.
There's a motion and a second to spend $3,500 to purchase the replacement software and hardware for the interview room. A roll call on that.
Oh, 10 years. It was on next week.
Oh,
That was actually in my 2017 plan to replace anyway, so timing was.
Kind of moved it up a little bit.
Oh, this is 2017.
You ready for roll call?
Oh, yeah.
yeah, roll call on that.
You ready for a roll call? Kuhn?
Yes.
I know that.
Smansky?
Yep.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yeah.
Wyatt?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Wenzel?
Yes.
Ruth?
Yeah.
Mike, Terry said you had something about the radios?
Yeah, I do. As you guys know, you approved the purchase of a repeater and an antenna system that's placed on the mill. We paid like 5,000 of it, the mill paid 3,200 of it. That is up and running, only on 2 radios right now. I had Northway Communications here last Thursday to go over our radios so we know what we need to do for this coming Monday. We're gonna put all that channels into our radios. As it turns out, we have 25 radios, handhelds, that are basically like spare radios that are in 3 of the trucks that we carry today. They're outdated and they can't be updated. I didn't know that. Those radios are about 15 years old. He is willing to give us a trade-in on those radios of $135 a radio. So what I would like to do is trade those 25 radios in, and then there's 3 rack chargers that go along with it, and the rack charger is, you can just put 6 radios in a bank of chargers. So for all that, he would give us $3,825 of a trade-in value, and then we'd like to purchase 10 radios from him, and the difference would be around $5,000. So it would cost us $5,000-ish to get 10 new radios, and then we'd have, those would all be issued to the officers of the fire department. And then the officers' radios currently would become spare radios where we would have them in one area. So when there'd be a fire, if somebody didn't have one or we needed an extra one, we'd have the extra ones. So I didn't know this was gonna happen when we did the new channel, but I know Sean mentioned XP, and that's what they said to us too, is the software to program those radios is Windows XP based, and they don't have the ability to tell that radio what it wants it to do anymore. So I have plenty of money to buy it. It's something that I wasn't planning on, but we can definitely afford it, and I think right now to get $135 for each one of them other radios, it's a pretty good deal. I don't think you're gonna get anything better, you know, to trade them off.
I'll make a motion that we put it. Second.
There's a motion, a second, to purchase 10 radios for the fire department.
I'll make the motion.
Oh, we got the motion, second. Yeah.
I did that. It was done, then. I got your piece.
And that is about half price.
Okay, it's purchased 10 radios from Northway Communication.
Yeah. For approximately $5,000. Make sure you get the word approximately.
Okay. Approximately 5,000 with trade-in of
25 radios and 3 rack chargers. We did do an inventory on all of our old radios and pagers, but those were the only ones we could get any money for. Thought maybe we could get a couple bucks for like a old pager back when Al was on the ambulance.
Yeah.
They ain't worth nothing.
So we're talking 25 radios and 3 rack chargers?
That's what I'm trading in.
Okay.
Roll call vote?
Wenzel?
Yes.
Kuhn?
Yes.
Webb?
Yes.
Krupsack?
Yes.
Smansky?
Yes.
Peterson?
Yes.
Schultz?
Yes.
Hamilton?
Yes.
Anything else under new business? Going into committee, monthly reports versus police chief's monthly report.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, a second, to approve police chief's report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is public works report.
So moved. Second.
Motion, a second, to approve public works report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is the ambulance department's report.
So moved. Second.
Motion, a second, for the ambulance report. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is the fire department's report.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, a second, for the fire department. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Do we have a building inspector?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't see it. Okay. Building inspector's report.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Next is community center's report.
So moved.
Second.
Motion, a second, for community center. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anything from the airport commission?
It's obviously quite slow out there now, except for snow blowing like everybody else. We gotta keep the
keep everything cleaned up. City of Rapids is helping us out. Obviously, we're reimbursing them some, but they're working with the superintendent out there, keeping it cleaned up. We're looking at repairs on some of the buildings. We're looking at building a new T hangar, a big one that can store the jets that we're looking at coming in. We've got an agreement going now for large purchases of fuel. Between 3,000 and 5,000 gallons, it's guaranteed that you would purchase. If you don't do it, well, you gotta pay so much money down. I can't remember the exact numbers right now, but you get more of a discount at 5,000, you get some at 3,000 and bigger at 5,000. If you end up not buying that, then you lose the money that you give us. But these people that are getting it are using it. They're going to be using it. And that is an incentive for other users in the airport. Things are they're rolling along. We're plodding and getting. The new fueler should be here in April. And that comes with people that train us. It's got to be transported here. I asked them, why don't we just drive it? It's not one you put on the road. It's just all it sits at the airport and never moves. It's at Central Wisconsin Airport right now, and we're buying that, and they're buying a bigger one. So, anybody has any questions, or you want a short? Give a holler. We'll take you around.
Okay,
Pretty trouble with you today.
next is the bills.
We had 3 bill lists, mayor's salary 600, council 520, property rec 195, public works 250, ways and means 250, camera 20.
Motion to pay the bill.
Second.
Motion and second to approve the bills. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anything else?
I got one more thing, just as FYI, the Sportsman's Night for the fire department this year, January 28th, 2017. There is a limited number of tickets available yet, so if anyone has interest, you can call the fire station,
What's that number?
715-886-7893.
Anybody else have anything?
Motion adjourned.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.